Yeah, why not? Yeah, just handy there. So I always repeat the guidelines. A solo performer gets one song, a duo or more get two songs. We don't put a time limit on the songs. We ask that you make it so we never have to put a time limit on the songs. We go through about 10 performers an hour. So with 24 people performing, we should be done at 10 or a little before, I would think, maybe even sooner. My co-host you met earlier, Annie Jung, and we're happy to have her this evening. First we have Gracie Faris, then John Corzan, and then Ed Schneider. So let's welcome Gracie Faris and Julia Haas. Let's welcome again.
Get your position.
Will you do me right? Will you do me harm? Will you leave me asking why you came at all? Or he sat up in bed and smoked another cigarette and said, I don't mean to say I'm damaged. I was beside him then. I felt I'd been there before. I felt I wasn't there at all. And California burned around us. Another fire, another lesson in permanence. So California burned around us. So no, nothing in this world is promised. And it's been 1 year since the boy on the lawn, since learning about grace, how you will never be going home. And it's been 1 year since you learned that they do not protect you anymore. But will they do you right? Will they do you harm? Will they know what you meant at all? Well, I had this dream when I was young of air sweet and cold, of the land that I loved and you and I enjoy, and walking fast, and the flowers opened and turned as we passed. And I think I knew when I was young of air sweet and cold. I was in love with everyone, and you and I were something dreamlike and remembered, and we'd pull joy from the dirt like flowers. But did they know us well? Did they let us fall? Did they know what we meant at all? Did they know what we meant at all? I walk this road, my dear. This is my road, this is our road, my dear. I walk this road, my dear. This is my road, this is our road. My heart broke a long time ago. I broke my heart a long time ago. My heart broke a long time ago. I walk this road, my dear. This is my road, this is our road, my dear. Thank you.
Gracie for Reese and Julia Haas. Next is John Corzan, then Ed Schneider, then Ava. I got this one, Robin. Let's welcome John Corzan.
Thank you. I grew up in Joliet, Illinois, and if Joliet is known for one thing, it's the state penitentiary there. It's known as Stateville. And this song is inspired by an experience I had one time outside the gates of Stateville. Outside the gates of Stateville, standing in the rain, first time in years I've walked without that ball and chain. My life inside this prison has come to an end, and I know I'll never make the same mistakes again. Have you ever tried to thumb a ride outside a prison gate? The looks of people passing by filled with fear and hate. They only see the conviction, not my years of recompense. Baggy jeans and old work shoes, a face behind a fence. It's raining like a motherfucker and I'm soaked to the bone, but I can hardly notice, I'm just trying to get back home. My looks are like the rain coming through those locked car doors, and just like the rain, I can't feel it anymore. Mama said come home, but don't expect to stay here long. The whole town knows your story and they say you don't belong. So I stayed the night and by morning's light before dew kicked the dawn. My hometown was a memory before Mama knew I was gone. It's raining like a motherfucker and I'm soaked to the bone, but I can hardly notice, I'm just trying to find a home. I can hardly notice, I'm just trying to find a home. Thank you.
John is also one of our volunteers, and I'm the volunteer coordinator here. If you're interested in becoming a volunteer, talk to me. Next, we have Ed Schneider, then Ava, then Rich T. Let's welcome Ed Schneider.
All right, the song's called The Fall. Sugar in the air, the wind tastes sweet. Paychecks disappearing down the street. Paradise lost, quit the hometown. Drop the holy stones to the ground as he fell in the fall. Hear their cry in the fall. The lights in the window seen through the mist. Remember that night, was that a kiss or a fist? Madmen by the road walk on by. River Valley black crows in the sky as he fell in the fall. Hear the cry in the fall. Wander along the river, the dark highway. He that cannot pay gets turned away. Maybe try Australia or the jungles of Brazil. Must be a better place than this, someplace not so still. Water rising, fire in the fields. Never mind the sadness, made up how it feels. Factory tower, high concrete below. Everything looks so small and so low as he fell in the fall. Hear the cry in the fall. Wander along the river, the lost highway. He that cannot pay gets turned away. Maybe try Australia or the jungles of Brazil. Must be a better place than this, someplace not so still. As he fell in the fall, as he fell in the fall, hear the cry in the fall, as he fell in the fall. Thank you.
Next we have Ava, and then Rich T, then Victoria Lee. So let's welcome Ava.
Does that have a direct input? No. Okay. A second mic.
All right.
This is a Lennon and McCartney remake here, and it's on my second CD, Kicking Up Life. But it's without the harmonica player because he done flew the coop. He's working. He's a working guy. So if you know a good harmonica player, let me know. Your day breaks, your mind aches. You find that all his words of kindness linger on when he no longer needs you. He wakes up, makes up, takes his time, doesn't feel he has to hurry. He no longer needs you. And in his eyes you see nothing, no sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You want him, you need him, yet you don't believe him when he says his love is dead. You think he needs you. You stay home. He goes out. He says long ago he knew someone, but now she's gone. He doesn't need her, and in his eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. Your day breaks, your mind aches. There will be times when all the things you said will fill your head. You won't forget him. Oh no, you won't forget him. Thank you.
Next is Rich T. He's just going to play the piano. Then Victoria Lee, then Gayle Lancaster, then Joe and David. So let's welcome Rich T.
This is a song called Berkeley Morning Rain. I used to go to Berkeley, to the university, from 1978 to 1983. And I moved away, and last year I came back really for the first time. And I wrote a song about that. So it's called Berkeley Morning Rain. Okay.
Berkeley in the morning, when today the students all were home. Rain fell on the sidewalk, overcast and overwhelmed I strolled. To Cafe Strada, past the phone booth where I first called you.
It's still there, and there's no phone in there, though. Saw it today.
Such a wet November, and I can still remember when I chose to take the next step with you. Now 35 years later, now I see what fate had in store for me. All the girls I knew then don't know what happened to them all this time away. My life took a direction I followed till it led me here again tonight. Now rain falls on the sidewalk, overcast and overwhelmed am I. Knowing sometimes all my insides will hurt. Berkeley in the morning, a rainy day, the students all are home. Like the movie Diva, black umbrella, sentimental stroll.
Thank you.
Rich T, everyone. First time at the Freight Open Mic. Hey, Rich. Is your music online or anything like that, or you have any gigs?
That's my only mood music jazzy piece. I'm a guitar player, but I didn't want to bring my guitar.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming tonight. First time at the Freight Open Night. Mike. Next, we have Victoria Lee, then Gayle Lancaster, and then Joe Burke and David Gans. Let's welcome Victoria Lee.
Good evening, music people. This is a sad song, a song I wrote about losing people, some precious ones who have passed recently from my life. Perhaps you have some from yours, or one or more. So I'm dedicating the song tonight to Aretha, to John McCain, to my friend Eldon, my old friend Glenn. It's called Heal Our Broken Hearts. Heal our broken hearts, we pray. Teach us to surrender. Some precious ones have passed away. There's so much to remember. Their lives became like shooting stars, heading for forever. Mother Earth, we love you so. Don't know when we'll have to go. Mother Earth, we love your children, open hearts and laughter. We love your elders, tender wisdom, facing life's last chapter. Their lives become like shooting stars, heading for forever. Mother Earth, we love you so. Don't know when we'll have to go. When it's over, let them say we found beauty in every day. We tried to help the broken-hearted because of a It's been so from the start. When it's over, let them say we made music every single day. Segovia to rock and roll. Music saved our very soul. Our lives became like shooting stars, heading for forever. Mother Earth, we love you so. Don't know when we'll have to go. Thank you.
Victoria Lee, everyone. Thank you, Victoria. Next is Gayle Lancaster, then Joe and David, then Stefan. Let's welcome Gayle Lancaster.
I'm going to sit. And I don't have a plug-in.
So you need a mic and a...
Mic for the guitar and for me.
Okay.
And also, if I could have a music stand on the left.
I got that.
Okay. Thank you, Tim.
How's that?
Okay, that's good.
Gayle Lancaster, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is a song I wrote called Hole in My Heart. It's one of my older ones from 2009 when I first started writing. There's a hole in my heart. There's a hole inside of me. There's a hole in my heart. It happened when you walked out on me. And after all that we've become, it's so sad now that you're gone. I could never love someone like I love you. And after all that has gone down, I'm left here feeling like a clown. I'm spending all my time alone, just missing you, just missing you. There's a space in our bed. There's a space where you used to be. There's a space in our bed, an empty space where you used to be. And after all that we've become, it's so sad now that you're gone. I could never love someone like I loved you. And after all that has gone down, I'm left here feeling like a clown. I'm spending all my time alone, just missing you, just missing you. There's a hole in my heart, an empty hole where you used to be. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Gayle. Everyone give it up for Gayle Lancaster. Woo! Ah, that was super beautiful. All right, up next we have Joe Burke and David Gans. Everyone give it up for them. A fun fact about David Gans is I was told he had a Wikipedia page, so I went and looked at it, and apparently he is credited with convincing the bassist from Grateful Dead to come out from retirement. I don't know if that's what his Wikipedia says. So everyone congratulate him for that.
What a bizarre thing to be known for.
It's what the internet says.
I'm sorry. It's fine. Thank you for doing the research. I'm David Gans. He's Joe Burke. We're not really a band, but I produced Joe's record, and I will never turn down an excuse to play his songs with him. So here we are, pretending to be a band so we can play together.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She borrowed my Jack Kerouac and took off in my Cadillac. I do not care if she don't come back, but I sure do miss that car. Like a railroad tracks running down my arm. I sold my soul, nearly bought the farm. Traded my bag of beans for a good luck charm. I sure do miss that car. Il certo fatto me sei caro. Il certo fatto me sei caro. I don't care who's the president. The money's spilled and the blood is spent. I still don't got enough to make my rent. I sure do miss that car. I fold my hands and pray a wish. I clean my plate and wash my dish. I might be no good so-and-so, but I sure do miss that car. Il certo fatto me sei caro. Il certo fatto me sei caro. Don't get up till after dark. I gone too far, yeah, baby, jump the shark. The store is the same at the old ballpark. I sure do miss that car. She took off in my Cadillac after borrowing my Jack Kerouac. I do not think she's coming back. I sure do miss that car. Il certo fatto me sei caro. Il certo fatto me sei caro. Thank you. And that's on a record that David produced and played on, and it was a great experience to have David working.
It was great
Turning
fun.
knobs and telling me what to do, and telling me when I could talk. That's a little inside joke, never mind.
I'm looking for another client if anybody wants somebody to produce their record. I got a great bunch of musicians and a wonderful studio. All right, and this is one of my tunes.
Gilman at 80, I was driving my car. 57 minutes, hadn't gotten too far. Everybody's heading for the beach or the lake, a ball game or the circus or a naked parade. It's summer by the bay, summer by the bay. Traffic is a hassle every inch of the way, in every direction, every time of the day. It's summer by the bay, summer by the bay. Well, hating Buena Vista, I was riding my bike. Along come Mr. Mello with the strain that I like. Annie in the intersection walking her dog. I turned around and everyone was lost in the fog. It's summer by the bay, summer by the bay. The afternoons are colder than the evenings, they say. Be sure to dress in layers and you'll be okay. It's summer by the bay, summer by the bay. Gentrified in Jingletown, sweating the rent. Too much month remaining when the money is spent. I'm sitting here in limbo till I make it big. I told my dog to drop the bone and find us a gig. Summer by the bay, summer by the bay. I can't afford to move out and I can't afford to stay. There ain't no place on earth I'd rather live anyway. It's summer by the bay, summer by the bay. Can't afford to move out and I can't afford to stay. There ain't no place on earth I'd rather live anyway. It's summer by the bay, summer by the bay, summer by the bay, summer by the bay.
David Gans, ladies and gentlemen.
That's on my latest record, which is called Drop the Bone. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, up next is Stefan. He's going to be sitting down. So everyone give a nice hand for Stefan.
Okay, here's a little song I wrote. I never thought I'd actually sing it anywhere, but a couple things I have to tell you before I start, because I use some ghetto slang in there, and I want to share that with you. First, when you scrape somebody, that's when you rob them, you know, so-and-so got scraped, all right, they got robbed. And when you get flipped, that's like when the police get you downtown and then they make you flip and turn you loose to go after your buddies. That's like getting flipped. And the other thing is, there's I call it like when an abuser traumatizes somebody and then they can control them. I call that getting jerked and then getting worked. All right. This might be on the midterm, so. Intimidation across the nation, it's happening every day. People acting crazy, hoping that maybe they can get their way. Scraping you down, flipping you round, nothing they won't do. The rich gotta win, the poor gotta lose. Now the pressure's on you. It's such a thrill, imposing their will. Don't expect no break. First you get jerked, then you get worked. It's too much to take, and it's hard not to tweak when everybody's freaked and news is spun on you. The haters are in, we can't win. What's a poor boy to do? How much can you take? You got a choice to make. What you gonna do? They're killing you. Credit card scam. Thank you, ma'am. Now they got your name. Who do you trust and who do you bust when it's all insane? The rich against the poor, that's the war. you never read about. And when they steal, it's all legal when they push you out. How much can you take? You got a choice to make. What you gonna do? 'Cause they're killing you. Stolen pension, did I mention? They got the surplus too. Say goodbye to your money. It won't be funny when the tanks roll through. First, now you've been jerked, you're gonna get worked, and it's just begun. Slave for the debt, and don't forget who's having all the fun. How hard can you take? You got a choice to make. No matter where you turn, you're gonna get burned. Rich against the poor, yeah, that's the war you never read about. Oh Lord, how much can you take? I just wanna know. Ooh, how much can you take? You got a choice to make. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stefan. That was lovely. All right, give it up for Hannah Jeremiah.
My name's Hannah. I just started writing songs, and I just wrote this song today. So I'm really excited to have some people to sing it for. Mom, oh Mom, can't you see the failure in the lines of your memory? I need you to practice witchcraft tonight and calibrate your green eyes to dark moonlight. I see you in your rocking chair, a purple pillow beneath golden gray hair. So find within your great big house the old magazine, and you'll remember somehow to conjure up a forgotten song. But to tell you the truth, I always wanted to be wrong. So won't you savor this sweet September air? 'Cause I'm telling you, it's not easy when you get there. You'll feel pain like a highway running deep into your heart, driving a moonbeam to tear your soul apart. It'll cut itself straight through your skin and move your body way back again to that white, white room and floral couch, holding gloom and a tiny pouch of secret light right under my belly, and he's yelling loud and ready, don't you cry or it'll be much more, and don't you lie down on the floor to ground your body with angel's energy. But all my body holds an old light, and my tears would fight this fight. Thank you.
Thank you to Hannah Jeremiah. And it's Hannah's first time, and I think it's super brave of anyone who wants to perform here to do it the first time. That's super nerve-wracking. So yeah, give a little extra love to all your first-timers. Up next, Drew Sage.
The last couple of times I've been here, I've read some poetry that kind of pointed out some social ills. So this time, still going to point out some social ills, but I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it. Yeah. So this one is called Under the Cover of Darkness. Never embarrassing when cherishing the nighttime, hoping for reasonable, cerebral people in their right minds. No agitating today, gravitating away from any fright kind. A pleasure measure corrective, yet receptive, lax and acts type of grind. Despite the time, I'm always in the midst of a hot inferno. In the bottom of the bowl I told is troll, one of the few unpopped kernels. My weapon to defy stressing is to jot and journal. Not looking for something to fight or to go bump in the night, I'm just nocturnal. May I wander on this late night saunter? The best serenity. But right away I begin disgusted, boy interrupted by potential arrest remedy. A member of a local police department, far from a blessed entity. Can't figure out why they take our tax dollars and invest heavily. Out the cruiser comes fat old swine, looking at me like I spat on shrine, and like he wanted to use tales of Cat O' Can a brother walk down Adeline? Trying to pull my strings with his Geppetto words. Don't know what my dress code infers, but he's about to call ghetto birds, i.e. helicosnopters, as if I'm a prevalent mobster. He's red in the face like a relevant lobster. Am I just too intelligent to prosper? All I was doing was pounding pavement, trying to get to an astounding engagement. Not as if I'm a lounging flagrant. Now I'm stuck and he's the compounding agent. So I told him, you're on my scrotum. Like crab lice. Or that ice when suspecting foreign. Can you understand I don't want my underpants subjected to urine? I'm in a detained way, but it hasn't rained today, so wasn't expecting torrents. Possible flaws in your probable cause, cause you're not checking for warrants. Trying to restrain his force blows, as far as remorse goes. If there's a spouse in his house, they're probably in divorce mode. You just can't tiki torch those that don't endorse foes, or turn around and shriek like a geek that can't break source code. Enough minutes elapsed, not even a few more. This is worth starting a feud for. From my shrewd core, evidence for Citizens Review Board. Cause this is getting hairy and hokey, mirrors very smoky. The copy scary and oaky, making me late for customary karaoke. Not like I opened container and raised a bottle to, or did a Charlottesville throttle through, but still met with a hostile view. I'm not from Oakland, so sorry to bother you. My steps in time trotting without any sublime plotting. I'm always crossing T's and I-dotting. Apparently he was blind spotting and enjoying that, the annoying gnat. Dispatching officers is like deploying frats as we abandon ship like sea voyaging rats. What's up with stalling? Might as well be duck calling the way they're decoying facts. A lot of misfits amongst trends of wisdom. A stock of dimwits can't end schism, but can rock a shindig to blend rhythms. Apocalyptic millennialism. Some challenged by an unbalanced off-kilter invasion. Dismissal of whistleblowers means we'll have to pilfer information. No plans to cease armaments from police departments and militarization. To construe all, consider blue wall, cold-blooded killer persuasion. But they can't kill us all. Some say love can smother the heartless and discover the harvest. To uncover the smartest, being a lover of artists keeps a brother the sharpest, especially under the cover of darkness.
Thank you, Drew Sage. Up next, if Grandpa Clyde is around. Grandpa Clyde? Here? Awesome. Just wanted to remind you all to sign up for a media release form. And to do that, you can find this woman who's walking up the aisle right now and waving. I know it's kind of hard to do that job because last time I was that job and I had to chase people around the auditorium. So if you can make her job easier, that'd be really cool. All right, now give it up for Grandpa Clyde. And on deck, we have Merle Haggis, and after that is going to be Three Trick Pony.
Is this coming out? Okay. I'm called Grandpa Clyde because on Saturday mornings I do a toddler song circle here at the Freight and Salvage called Freighter Tots. But I, like most people here at the Freight and Salvage, I do other things too. And this year, because it's the 50th anniversary of this venerable coffee house, there are sing-alongs once a month on Sunday afternoon. And in November, the sing-along is going to be a John Prine sing-along, and I'm going to be leading it. So I thought I'd sing a John Prine song tonight, and I thought I'd make it a sing-along so you all should sing along. This is a song that is particular to my generation, I think. It's called The Great Compromise, and it's about those of us who thought we loved our country until the Vietnam War opened our eyes to what our country was about. And so I want you to sing along in the chorus. When we do the sing-along in November, on November 18th, Sunday afternoon, we will have the words up on a screen, and you won't have to pay attention to me. You can just read them. But the chorus goes like this. I used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory and awake in the dawn's early light. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the Great Compromise. Think you can do that? Please sing along with me. We'll do it once and then I'll go into the song. I used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory and awake in the dawn's early light. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the Great Compromise. I knew a girl who was almost a lady. She had a way with all the men in her life. Every inch of her blossomed in beauty. She was born on the 4th of July. She lived in an aluminum house trailer, and she worked in a jukebox saloon. And she spent all the money I give her just to see that old man in the moon. Here's the chorus. I used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory and awake in the dawn's early light. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the Great Compromise. We'd go out on Saturday evening to a drive-in on Route 41. It was there that I first suspected she was doing what she'd already done. She said, Johnny, go get me some popcorn. And she knew I had to go pretty far. I just passed on through the moonlight when she jumped into a foreign sports car. I used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory and awake in the dawn's early light. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the Great Compromise. Well, you know, I could have beat up that fella, but it was her that jumped into his car. Many times I fought to protect her, but this time she was going too far. So some folks will call me a coward, 'cause I left her at the drive-in that night. But I'd rather have names thrown at me than to fight for a thing that ain't right. I used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory and awake in the dawn's early light. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the Great Compromise. For those of you too young to remember, we used to get letters from the draft board that started greetings. Now she writes all the fellas love letters, saying greetings, come see me real soon. They all go line up in a bar room to spend a night in that sick woman's room. But sometimes I get kinda lonesome, and I wish she was my girl instead. But she won't let me live with her. She makes me live in my head. Please sing. I used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory and awake in the dawn's early light. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the Great Compromise. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the Great Compromise. Thank you. Hope to see you in November.
Thank you, Grandpa Clyde. I thought that was super special. That actually made me think about why I like open mics so much in general, is because I feel like there's a lot of garbage in the world right now, as everyone knows. And I've actually noticed a lot of the songs up here are a lot about disillusionment and feeling very alone in the world. But I really like open mics because they're all about just people sharing how they feel, sharing their music, and there's not a lot of ego in it. It's very genuine, it's very warm. So yeah, thanks for doing that with us. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Oh, why would you be here? Okay, so anyways, up next is Merle Haggis. Is that you? Sweet.
I'd like to sit, Tony, and I'm not plugging in. Where do you want to sit? Right there. So I'm going to need a mic on here as well. Okay, this song was written by Steve Seskin and recorded by Waylon Jennings. It's called Wrong. Picture-perfect wedding. We had the whole world at our feet. Everyone said we were heading down some lover's easy street. We'd have that big house in the country, the picket fence, the whole 9 yards. The
We said our love would last forever. It was written in the stars. Wrong. I should have known it all along. When the future looks too bright, can't be anything but right. Wrong. I was all but devastated when she told me we were through. But in time the heartache faded, and I found somebody new. I swore that this time would be different. Yeah, I had it all figured out. I wouldn't make those same mistakes, no. I knew what love was all about. Wrong. Should've known it all along. When the future looks too bright, can't be anything but right. Wrong. But everything was going strong. The sky was always blue. Thought my dreams had all come true. Wrong. Wrong. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you to Merle Haggis. So right now, we're going to welcome 3 Trick Pony up to the stage.
How's it going, everybody? My name's David Wagner. This is Chris Reed. And we've even got our old buddy, the sound guy here, is playing with us. Okay. And we'll see, we haven't played together or seen each other in a while, so we'll see how this goes. And we, of course, couldn't stoop to rehearsing before, in the lobby before, so let's see what happens. It's a lovely night in Berkeley, California. What is this, Thursday? Wednesday?
Saturday, I think.
Saturday. A lovely Saturday night. Glad you could all come. We're going to do a couple of original songs. This one's called Downright Shame, subtitled The Information Generation Blues. We're somewhat stalling, but not really. We're going to play any second now, begin the song. Waiting for dramatic entrance. Well, it's a downright shame if you stop just to think about it. Don't stop to think about it. Find out there's doubt about it. Don't give a damn, 'cause they don't give a damn about you. And it's a downright shame how they don't give a damn about you. Well, you work all week and wonder where all your money went. Buy all your clothes secondhand at the scratch and dent, fighting to survive, 'cause you know they're all fighting against you. And it's a downright shame how you know they're all fighting against you. 'Cause if you climb too high, they only knock you down. And if you sink too low, you disappear without a sound. It's the high-tech highway of information generation blues. Jobs and your ends are still far apart. Try to make a meet and it's only gonna break your heart. Don't give up, just do what you gotta do. And it's a downright shame how they're trying to make a number out of you. Well, primary meat's bad, so is dairy. Can't breathe the air, it's scary. Can't help but feel contrary. Can't understand how the man says his plan is going well, well, well. And it's a downright shame how we all got souls for them to sell. 'Cause if you climb too high, they only knock you down. And if you sink too low, you disappear without a sound. It's the high-tech highway of information generation blues. And if you climb too high, they only knock you down. And if you sink too low, you disappear without a sound. It's the high-tech highway of information. Well, it's the high-tech highway of information. It's the high-tech highway of information generation. Straight out my window, but the city's still hard to see. It seems like every time I look away, I end up staring right back at me. I got a woman done left me last week, got some minimum daily wage. I got a book on God, it ain't got read, ain't learned how to turn that page. And
had 2 dimes for every nickel, and 1 nickel for every sin. I could spend it all for candy, just to share a little with my friends. But all I got's a tin can in my pocket and a cold bill in my jeans. I got 1 dream left and it can't get broke, but I think it's kinda coming apart at the seams. And I don't give a good goddamn about nothing. Ain't nothing left round here getting saved. Just take what's good, nail it down and pour roses over the grave, over the grave. So don't you tell me that you know something, 'cause there ain't nothing here going on. The streets are empty, nothing left here to tempt me. It's a shame it didn't last very long. And I don't know quite what you think you're looking for, but I don't think you'll find around here. That done skipped town yesterday. We could toast it if we got 1 more beer, but all I got is this here tin can in my pocket and a cold bill in my jeans. I got 1 dream left and it won't get broke, but I think it's kinda slipping apart at the seams. And I don't give a good goddamn about nothing. Ain't nothing left round here to get saved. Just take what's good, nail it down, and just pave right over the grave, over the grave. Cincinnati, and it's a desert in St. Paul. There's some blizzard in Maine, and it covered the stain of the blood that spilled for us all. And I don't know what the hell happened in Tacoma. I guess some stories seldom ever get told. And I don't know one thing about heaven, man, but around here the streets are nothing but gold. Still all I got's a tin can in my pocket and a cold old bill in my jeans. I got 1 dream and it can't get broke, but I think it's falling apart at the seams. I don't give a good goddamn about nothing. I see nothing left around here getting saved. Just take what's good, nail it down, and pave right over the grave, 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 over the grave.
All right, cool. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Three Trick Pony. That was awesome. Yeah, the woodwind was super. I really liked it. Walter Ego, are you? Oh, Walter Ego, you're here. Cool. After that is going to be Kenny B and Billy Trice Jr. and then Patrick Tume. So Walter Ego, if you're ready, come on up. Everyone, give it up.
There it is. I think I'm going to need a little more of this. Thank you, Freight, for having us. This is a wonderful place, and you're very generous, and I'm very appreciative. So thank you, Freight and Salvage. Merch. Swag. Okay, got a brand new song here. It's good to hear that we have some songwriters in the house tonight, writing original music, and that's a high calling, and I'm glad to be part of it. So the short story is, let's see a show of hands for who's a songwriter. We got some songwriters here. That's good. Have you had the luxury of making a little money with your songs yet? That got a laugh. I have tasted ever so slightly from that step in the process, and so this is a song to celebrate that moment when you start to actually those pennies start to come home again. So this is a new song, and I got to read the lyrics because there's a lot of them. And this is called 2 Cent Check. I've been writing songs for years and years. I got pretty good according to my ears, so I paid the studio and band in cash. I sent the demos to every major label with the goal of being able to make a handsome living from my craft. Well, could you imagine my surprise when 6 months passed with no reply? I had to figure how to better self-promote. Now some streaming plans are free to try, so I signed with Slacker and Spotify. 1 month from rags to riches, here we go. Well, I stream my songs both day and night to build a future big and bright, and I hung out by the mailbox every day. And once out of the clear blue sky, a certain letter caught my eye. My hand shook as the envelope fell away. Yes, I got a 2 cent check and I was on my way. I'm gonna make it to the top. A 2 cent check ain't a lot of pay, but I'm never gonna stop. At the going rate, I didn't quit my job, but the rush came on for days. One time I got a 2 cent check in the mail. So I told my buddies, here's what you do. You gotta make a playlist of all my tunes. Be sure to check the box so it repeats. You don't have to listen all the time, but you gotta get your friends to fall in line. Generate some buzz in the industry. Well, as the weeks and months went by, I pestered friend and foe alike, and I focused on the campaign constantly. Then sure enough, just like I planned, those royalties started rolling in. Oh, all those pretty pennies come to me. Yes, I got a 2 cent check in February, another one in May. A 2 cent check sometime in August and around Thanksgiving Day. At the going rate, I won't quit my job, but the thrill, it never fails. Every time a 2 cent check comes in the mail. I get a 2 cent check every February, another one in May. A 2 cent check sometime in August and around Thanksgiving Day. And at the going rate, I won't quit my job, but the thrill, it never fails. Every time a 2 cent check comes in the mail. Every time a 2 cent check comes in the mail. Thank you.
Thanks to Walter Ego. So as it was said, we have a lot of singer-songwriters in the audience, which is something that I kind of picked up on. If you are looking to sort of improve your craft, I have 2 announcements. Class registration is coming up. The school year is starting, and classes at the Freight are starting too. So one class that we have is Intro to Cajon Grooves with Valentino P, and that's on Sundays at 5 p.m. So it's a beginning intermediate course that helps you develop a deeper understanding of the cajon. That's like the little box that you drum on, which is really good for singer-songwriters because it's super compact and you can bring it everywhere. And the second one is a hip-hop culture, politics, and history class. That looks really cool, actually, on Mondays at 8:30. And so what you're doing is researching hip-hop, its impacts, and also creating a little bit of music and collabing with artists in a small group and then performing it. So those all look super interesting. And up next, I believe on stage right now we have Kenny B. Is that right? You, Kenny B? Awesome. Give it up for Kenny B. And after that, we're going to have Billy Trice Jr. and Patrick Tume. Thank you.
Hello. This is a song originally recorded by David Allan Coe a long time ago. It's called She Used to Love Me a Lot. I saw her through the window today. She was sitting in the Silver Spoon Cafe. I started to keep going, but something made me stop. She used to love me a lot. She looked lonely and I knew the cure. Old memories would win her heart for sure. I thought I'd walk on in there and give it my best shot. She used to love me a lot. Sat down beside her and she smiled. She said, "Where have you been? It's been a while." She seemed so glad to see me, Lord, I could read her thoughts. She used to love me a lot. She used to love me with a love that wouldn't die. Looking at it now, I can't believe I said goodbye. It would only take a minute to turn back the clock. She used to love me a lot. Well, I reminded her how good it was back then. I said, "You know, it's not too late to start again. We could spend a night together, take up where we left off." She used to love me a lot. Looking at it now, I can't believe I said goodbye. It would only take a minute to turn back the clock. Well, my heart sunk as she turned to walk away. As she went out the door, I heard her say, yes, I'm in need of something, but it's something you ain't got. But I used to love you a lot. She used to love me with a love that wouldn't die. Looking at it now, I can't believe I said goodbye. It would only take a minute to turn back that old clock. She used to love me a lot. She used to love me a lot. Thank you.
Thanks to Kenny B. All right, so before I announce what is going to be the last person I announce tonight, I just wanted to remind everyone something special about the Freight is that it is a nonprofit. It's 2018, a lot of things are for profit, but the Freight is not, and we do that mostly by relying on our volunteers, of which we have many, and who all sacrifice a lot. So if we could give a hand to our volunteers that are outside right now. Yeah, that's super important. Unreciprocated labor is really important. Yeah, just be extra grateful for that. Up next, we have Billy Trice Jr. Hi. And then after that, we're gonna have Patrick Tume and Alan Lipton. And I'm Annie Zhang, and I have been your intern, and it's been great announcing for you. So, bye.
No, I don't need plug-in. Hello, everybody. I'm about to play a song that I wrote in 2011. This is about me being African American with Cherokee ancestry. And this is about Black Indians that exist in this country since more than 500 years ago. And this is called It's Six. We are black and the end, your sister was the mythic. 400 years ago from Avenue for him. We are comparable in the end. In American heart to Western society. The bend both to work together. Believe in my earth and an earth that's stable. We fight against dominant force to suppress us. And also the nothing be a human being. We are black in the end. Worship red. But for example, in the early hunt, when African slaves to with no blood, but we fight against right to restore our safety. The bend both to work together. Believe in my earth and our earth that's stable. We fight against dominant force to oppress us, and also the nothing be a human being. We are black and the end. Your sister rest in mercy. Most some people are us as being astray. They try to feel to be something or not, but we are here as black in the end. The bend both to black together. Believe in my earth and our earth that's stable. We fight against dominant force to oppress us, and also the us is being human being. We are black in the end.
Next we have Patrick Tume, Alan Lipton, Ramya Shankar. So let's welcome Patrick Tume.
This song dates back to, this was first published in 1880. It's called Granny's Old Armchair. My grandmother, she at the age of 83, one day in May was taken ill and died. And after she was dead, the will, of course, was read by a lawyer as we all stood by his side. To my brother it was found she had left £100, the same to my sister I declare. But when it came to me, the lawyer said, I see that she left to you an old armchair. How they tittered, how they chaffed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard the lawyer declare, Granny only left to you an old armchair. It seemed hardly fair, but I said I didn't care. In the evening I took the chair away. My neighbors all came past and my brother at me laughed and said, John, it'll be useful to you someday. When you settle down in life, take a girl to be your wife. You'll find it very handy, I declare. On a cold winter's night when the fire's burning bright, to be seated in your old armchair. How they tittered, how they chaffed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard the lawyer declare, Granny only left to you an old armchair. What my brother said was true, for in a year or two, strange to say, I settled down to married life. First the girl I courted, and then a ring I bought, took her to church, and she became my wife. Now the old girl and me were as happy as could be, for when the work was over, I declare, I never more would roam, but I'd always stay at home, seated in the old armchair. How they tittered, how they chaffed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard the lawyer declare, Granny only left to you an old armchair. One night the chair fell down. When I picked it up, I found the seat had fallen down upon the floor. And much to my surprise, there before my eyes, there were notes 10,000 pounds or more. When my brother heard of this, the poor fellow, I confess, went mad with rage and tore his hair. But I only laughed at him, and I said to him, Jim, don't you wish you had the old armchair? How they tittered, how they chaffed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard the lawyer declare, Granny only left to you an old armchair. Thank you.
Patrick Tume. And at this point of the evening, we like to reveal a little surprise for you. Everyone who's here at the end of the evening can choose from a list of 6 shows that we're going to hand out free tickets as you leave this evening. You have to make your decision before you leave. So next we have Alan Lipton, Ramya Shankar, Terry Johnston, North Bay Group. Let's welcome Alan Lipton.
Okay, well, the last piece was somewhat lighthearted. This is less so, I'm sorry to say. It's a song about a young adult from a dysfunctional family. This is called Drop the Conversation.
To make them pay. At least you came out on top. You're shaken but still okay. Drama queen, staging scenes ever since you were little. Tempting fate with ultimatums and you caught in the middle. Drop the conversation. Time sure does fly on by. That train has left the station. That well is dry.
never cave, rehearsing words you'll say just once. Then Dad drops dead from bad behavior, and you hadn't talked in months. He was selfish, made life hellish. Mom went AWOL and just withdrew. Where she lives is no one's business. There's nothing left for you to do. Drop the conversation. The time sure does fly on by. That train has left the station. That well has run dry. Was normal. You thought every family lived this way. All the shouting, all the guilt, all the whining over spilled milk, crying in your bed at night, all the things you never did right. What could you say? Waiting for the day. But didn't every family live this way? What kind of father, what kind of mother would use their child against each other? All those things they said about you, what did they mean? And what if it's true? Drop the conversation. The time sure does fly on by. That train has left the station. That well has long since been pumped dry. That conversation is over. That message won't be received. Better make your own closure. Better learn to live with whatever you believe.
Thank you.
All right, Alan Lipton, everyone. Next we have Ramya Shankar and then Terry Johnston, then the North Bay group. Let's give a warm welcome to Ramya.
Hi everyone, my name is Ramya Shankar. I'm an Indian jazz vocalist. And this is my second time here, and I loved it at my first open mic, and so I'm here back again. So thanks for having us all. It's a great venue. Thanks. Hope you're having a nice evening.
I walk along the street of sorrow, the boulevard of broken dreams, where gigolo and gigolette can't take a kiss without regret, so they forget their broken dreams. You laugh tonight and cry tomorrow when you behold your shattered schemes. Where gigolo and gigolette wake up to find their eyes are wet with tears that tell of broken dreams. Here is where you'll always find me, always walking up and down. But I left my soul behind me in an old cathedral town. The joy that you find here you'd borrow, you cannot keep it long, it seems. Where gigolo and gigolette wake up to find their eyes are wet with tears that tell of broken dreams. Here is where you'll always find me, always walking up and down. But I left my soul behind me in an old cathedral town. The joy that you find here you'd borrow, you cannot keep it long, it seems. Where gigolo and gigolette wake up to find their eyes are wet with tears that tell of broken dreams. Where gigolo and gigolette can sing a song and dance along to tell their tale of broken dreams. Where gigolo and gigolette can take a kiss without regret, but they forget their broken dreams. Thank you, everyone. You can find my music on my SoundCloud page, which is soundcloud.com/Ramya Shankar. That's RAMYASHANKAR, or my website, which is ramyashankarmusic.com. Thanks, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you, Ramya. Beautiful. It's Ramya's second time at the Freight Open Mic, and she comes, I believe, from Palo Alto, so quite a hike. I think I got that right. Okay, let's hear Sheba, okay?
Hey, you guys. I didn't even know I was going to be here. So I'm going to sing this song a cappella, unless there's a piano player who'd like to come up here and do this with me. Any volunteers? Well, anyway, then, I'll just be brave. This is my first time here, and like I said, I didn't know I was going to be here. But I'm going to sing a song by a lady. What can I say about her? She was just here for an instant, but now she is the iconic figure attached to jazz. Her name was Billie Holiday, and the song that I'm going to sing is God Bless the Child. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is news. Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Yes, the strong gets more while the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't ever make the grade. Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Money, you've got lots of friends crowding round the door, but when it's gone and spending ends, they don't come no more. Rich relations give a crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Thank you.
Stay right there for a second, because I want to ask you, you just kind of wandered in here tonight. You didn't know there was an open mic here, did you? Just kind of walking down the street and said, hey.
Well, I thought it was going to be somewhere else, and then I think I got my dates mixed up.
Uh-huh.
And then I looked over to my left, and I said, oh, that's Freight Salvage. I'm always hearing about it. And it's like, I thought you guys were on San Pablo, so I was just being nosy and wandered in.
Well, we're sure glad you came in. Your first time at our open mic.
Thank you.
Sheba Messier.
Sheba Messier.
Maceo.
All right.
Maceo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. So let's welcome the North Bay group.
Okay. Plug in a guitar, plug in a bass.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, there you go. And we're going to need a guitar stand.
Work. How's that?
That'll work.
All righty. That one right there. Are you going to sing?
I'm not going to
On the back of the shirt, it said no head, no backstage pass.
North Bay group, everyone.
used to hate it when the little kid would say, "There me is." Fast Eddie used to tell jokes on the radio. He driving out a pastime. He fell in love with the all-night trucks. They run in New York to the California line. Can I have a little more guitar in the monitor, please? Chunky Monkey keeps his eyes over his shoulder. He likes to drive him an open road. The more miles they make is the more money they take. They're working for themselves, you know. Fast Eddie's at the front door. Chunky Monkey in the rear. Put the pedal to the metal, skip the double nickels, fellas. Yeah, the coast is clear. Fast Eddie got a wife and kids at home. There's two better boys you'll never meet. He usually get home in the early afternoon, kiss the wife, and then he leaves. Chunky Monkey tells a sad story about his young wife took sick and died. He then fell in love with a CB radio and took the highway for his bride. They love to drive their semis, eat up mile after mile at a white line road. Been cramming gears and breathing diesel smoke for so long now. And a straight black coffee and a dirty joke. Whiskey woman every once in a while. But you better never ever tell the wife you got too lonely. Always greet her with a smile, 'cause soon you know you're gonna be back on the road with another load to run today. Truckers wrote the songs and kept me singing, and I can still hear him say, Fast Eddie's at the front door, Chunky Monkey in the rear. Put the pedal to the metal, skip the double nickels, fellas. Hey, the coast is clear. Now, I think I did a crime on your patience and played a little out of tune, so I asked David if he would tune the guitar up there.
One string at a time. I don't know. Sounds pretty good to me. Mom! You'll forgive me, I gotta learn how to play one of these as we're on the stage. It's kind of challenging. you all very much. Is that enough D minor for you?
It's safe. North Bay Group, everyone! North Bay Group! There, second time at the Freight Open Mic. So let's welcome Jamie Duncan.
Hey everybody, I'm Jamie. I'm a guitar player, and is that loud enough? All right, I'm gonna do a song that was originally done by Simon and Garfunkel, and I'm gonna do my own little arrangement of it. But it's a title track off the Bridge Over Troubled Water album, so I'm gonna attempt that. So please be kind. I've only been doing it for a few days.